Network modernization is a critical aspect to digital transformation, and I'm Wyatt Cash with Scoop News Group, and here to talk to us today about that is Sharon Woods, Director of Hosting and Compute Center at the Defense Information Systems Agency. Sharon, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Let me start by asking, how has the adoption of cloud and multi-cloud computing in particular impacted the work you're doing at DISA and its networking requirements?
Yeah, so we've had to rethink how we route in the current construct. Before, cloud, was kind of seen as this scary thing and held off to the side. Now we find that cloud has become more and more an extension of our own networks, and some of this gets into zero trust, and the focus becomes on the data and the applications, and then incorporating some of those different networks together so you're achieving speed over the transport.
That makes sense. And then talk to us a little about your top priorities right now and over the next year to sort of improve both performance and scalability over your networks. And another related question is, how does cost versus value play into those priorities?
Yeah, so our mission actually incorporates the word best value directly. So the Hosting and Compute Center's mission is to deliver best value capabilities to the warfighter, full stop. And so part of that is making sure that folks are paying as you go, which is difficult to do historically within the procurement rules, but I think more and more we're kind of cracking that nut of how do you let people only pay what they've actually spent. The other part of this, and when you think through hybrid, is the optionality part of it. So we need to make sure that we're providing not just cloud or not just data center, but thinking about it as a spectrum of data center, private cloud that's still within your data centers, and then commercial cloud.
Yeah, so it certainly sounds like a lot to get people to adjust to in that new environment.
Yes, it's different. Historically, it really was this rush from the data center to the cloud, and then folks really discovered that it wasn't that simple.
Mm-hmm. And then next, what additional steps are you taking to build in greater security protections into your networks?
Yeah, so like I was saying before, with the networking, the focus becomes more and more the data and the applications. So we've done a couple of things to achieve more security around those things. One of the things that we've been doing, and a lot of agencies are doing this, is a focus on DevSecOps, so that security isn't done at the very end of the process, but that security is actually incorporated in every moment of the development pipeline. The other thing that we've done is our DoD Cloud Infrastructure as Code effort. That is creating pre-configured and pre-accredited, to go to the security part of it, cloud environments that have just the basic environment with security overlay, as well as some of the elevated privilege authentication and identities that you need. We find that folks take weeks, if not months, to do that, and it's one of those, it should be one of those rinse and repeat activities that everyone needs to set up that basic cloud environment. So, let's go ahead and pre-accredit it and pre-configure it for people. That achieves a level of consistency and security that we don't have when it's done manually.
That sounds like a great model to pursue. And then lastly, Sharon, what is DISA doing to try to speed up your network modernization procurement process? You mentioned earlier acquisition is a key part of all of this. So, and what key points are you running into still in working with industry partners to also accelerate acquisition?
Yeah, so the biggest thing in my mind is partnering and actually listening to industry. We're very much focused on that right now with the joint warfighting cloud capability and putting those different cloud contracts in place. But we're not dictating a set of bespoke requirements. It's really about taking the commercial technologies and ingesting that and actually meshing that with our own network, so we're getting to that global fabric place as opposed to the different siloed environments.
That sounds like a great move as well. Well, Sharon Woods, thank you so much for taking a few minutes with us here and talking about your network modernization and cloud efforts at DISA.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.